Right, hey, so a new day. I had some pretty early action at the open. I noticed that here, let me bring them here. I'm watching Nasdaq in the 24-hour chart because I wanted to see the what was going to be the reaction at the open when it if we would touch the RTH swings that I have here. It's actually these two lines here. There's also some more swings above here, but I was most likely just having them in case there was some upside price action. I noticed a quick reaction when it tagged those both two of these levels in the RTH open, which is this current bar. Same in gold. I had the RTH swing here, which is basically this day high, and it would reject of the high, so I sold below the open. Similar with NQ, but NQ actually I was a little bit more aggressive, so I entered a sell above the when it took the high here, these two levels, and tried to trade lower. I noticed that the momentum was pretty strong, so I just short basically. I went with the market, and so far I'm both break even. Nasdaq has some locked in profit here basically, and yeah, I'm monitoring the account. The trade itself was actually really great. I'm letting it be because I think they should maybe tag these lows here. Maybe it tagged the low here now, and then it retraced nicely up there. I don't know if it will reverse or whatever. I decided to let the trade open because I want to see if it gets. It's not like a greed, honestly, price action. It's just that I think it is possible that between these two trades, it could tag me to 3K plus, so I could pass the challenge basically. But let's see. Like I said, not out of greed. I think it makes a lot of sense to let the trade go because the market seems to be really strong, especially after the huge gap that I've saw, which is basically around 850 points to the upside, which is amazing actually. I don't know if the market will continue higher. I could get a stop down and break even and basically say that I mismanaged the trade probably, but there is possible also that it will come to the upside and continue for these highs here in the RTH section. I'm not sure. I'm gonna let it be for now. I'm gonna remain risk free in both of them and let's see what happens from here. Okay, so I just closed both of the trades. I waited to be just a little bit above the 53K mark, just well to avoid fees and shit. So yeah, pretty much the job is done. It took me I don't know how many trading days, but basically I started last month on 21st, and now is the 8th of April. I think you know there is a couple of things that I wanted to say since yesterday. I actually just came they just came to my head as I traded basically during the day and afterwards. I like the feeling, I've been feeling like not anxious, not greedy, not like let's say trigger, and I think that's great. I feel like some sort of like I don't want to say like indifference in a bad way, but it is some sort of like a I know what I need to do. I've been doing it well, and I know what I need to continue doing in order to get better at what I know that I can do really really in a really good way. So I think this is the result. I'm now is basically the time to just continue working the same way, to not to think about like what now, and because now it's just literally the same thing. I know that I need to just continue trading the same way that I've been trading, and I think it's been great. Besides for the first day, I remember that I had so many trades that then at some point I remember I ended up like having a green day after having like 1K or something draw down. That was not good, definitely. I said before. And the second thing is I think it was this past week, if I'm not wrong, that I had also some day where I have some deep drawdown, like maybe 700 or something, and then I came back up and I had a green day. No, sorry, that's the day when I had the red day that I was like minus 100 and something, which I'm gonna show soon. But anyway, I managed to keep those things tight to get myself together to read the market properly. And like I said today, I had these levels in mind. Of course, the market is strongly gapped to the upside, so I wasn't sure if it was to continue or not. I just noticed that after the market here on Nasdaq, for example, tagged the RTH highs that I was outlined, because the idea was that I want to see how is the reaction off of this level. If it was to close above, maybe I would rejoin to the upside, but then it didn't happen. So as soon as I noticed really strong momentum rejection at this level, I shorted around here. And basically, that's something that I said before. I cannot really put into words because it's something that you feel when you're trading. Like you can sense the market, you can sense the behavior, you can sense like, let's say, the piece, how is it behaving basically, what is the actual momentum to either of the sides. So it is possible that from now it continues, maybe come reclaims the open and continues higher. That honestly I don't know, and I don't care. I think I did my job today. I took a pretty great trades because I noticed basically the same thing in both of them happening. So I jump on NQ and then also I jumped on gold below the open. After basically today, it was pretty much that. I can see it here. NQ made me 399 basically, and gold 146 for a total of 545, which basically means that well, their account is a success, I would say, or basically it is. I wanted to show myself. This is the account, the equity curve basically since I started. This I'm showing this to myself because I think it is great. This is how it should look. Of course, everybody will probably want to have this equity curve, of course, I guess. But the thing is, this is the result of me trading how I should be trading and holding myself together, trading less, controlling exposure, and everything. Like I said, this here, the first day where I just ended up a little bit beyond. So this is zero trades here, and this is the one that I had like 200 plus, which is like I said, I had a big drawdown before getting there. And then this one, it was 2 days ago. This was when I actually ended up green. Oh, sorry, red, which is a little lower than here. But basically, yeah, I recovered and blah blah blah. So I think it was a good thing to call it a day there. And then yesterday was a pretty good trade, pretty good day. And then also today also I managed to make it happen. So anyway, I know that the profit is made because it's literally here. So I'm letting the account be at 53,032 USD. So one thing I wanted to show to myself is how the trades amount has been decreasing. So I'm gonna go to the beginning here. Um, Total trades that I have here. This is the first one, first day, which is 8 trades. Well, not crazy, but still it was high. Then here, this was also crazy as hell. This was 33 trades. So I had, like I said, a couple of days where I'm not so proud of it, but still, like I'm working on it. So I think I'm on the right thing. So just keep it going like that, and keep it tight and so forth and so forth. But anyway, one day, 2 days, then here in this day, it was 31st of March. I had 18 trades, and then also April 6, which was 2 days ago. That's when I had the red day, which is here. I took an 18 trade, which is also not good. But anyway, I feel good about the fact that I of course I took only one red day or as an overall statistic basically for the account, which was this April 6. Other than that, all the days were green, which is I think is a really an amazing thing, to be honest. So I'm just gonna keep it tight, keep doing the same thing, and just moving forward. That's pretty much what I need to do. And also one thing was basically here. I wasn't clear for 100%, but it's basically 11 days of trading. So this also clarifies one thing for myself, which is you don't need to be in a hurry. You can take your time. You have more than enough time, regardless of the fees and regardless of the resets and whatever. So just keep it quiet, keep it chill, do your stuff, and forget about the world because well, you can do this. Just keep it as clean as you've been doing these last 2 weeks. So yeah, let's see. Let's see what's tomorrow. Let's see what's next week, and let's see what's the future. As for now, I'm gonna remain in my present say behavior, like I like to call it, and then that's it.